Poor bone health, trauma, and the overexertion of limbs are all contributors to the high number of bone fracture cases in Australia. A fracture is a break along a bone which occurs when a great force is absorbed, causing a bone to either crack or completely break. If you or someone you know has a major bone fracture or suspected fracture to the skull, ribs, and pelvis, it's important to seek professional medical assistance immediately. Typically, they will be in a lot of pain and will be unable to move the affected limb or body part. However, fractures aren't always obvious. Minor fractures can include symptoms such as pain, swelling, deformity, or abnormal mobility and bruising. If this is the case, follow these steps. First, keep the patient still and only allow movement when there is immediate danger, such as moving the person off a road. Always ensure the patient's airway is not affected and keep in mind the doctor's ABCD action plan for emergencies. Don't attempt to straighten or manipulate fractures, as this will only result in further damage to the surrounding tissue and can complicate the healing process. It can even cause permanent damage. Next, inspect for any wounds or visible bleeding, as these should be addressed first. Apply pressure to the wounds with clean dressings. If a bone is protruding, apply pressure around the edges of the wound. Once bleeding is controlled, dress the wounds to prevent infection or further injuries. Now, take a splint and shape it to suit the affected area. Apply the splint flat along the affected area and curve the edges around the limb to reduce the bone's movement. Secure the splint by circling tape around the limb. Ensure it is firmly attached to effectively immobilize the limb above and below the fracture. For arm and collarbone fractures, use a sling to support the injured limb. The correct sling fit will offer the most relief. For aftercare, applying a cold pack can reduce the pain and swelling. Aero's lightweight flat splint is designed to support and alleviate fractured limbs. It provides comfort and ease with its lightweight and flexible structure, making it easier to form around limbs. For more information, first aid tips and medical products, visit our Aero Healthcare website today at wecanbeaeros.com.